Only one kid in history had ever attempted what Benny was about to. And he got eaten. So we were worried. Real worried. Even when Benny brought out the secret weapon. Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
We can't let him do this, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is the Slate Laced podcast. Happy hump day. We're here to get you through that midweek grind. We're back. As you can tell, you see some boxes. So we're about to hit a sneaker episode. Before we get into the unboxing and some other sneaker news, Blair, how we doing?
Good. Yeah.
You couldn't tell from how we dress, but it is a heat wave out here.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a scorcher, but we got the turtleneck and we got the long sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
So we out here. It's still about that fashion at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
But before we get into the unboxing, Blair, because I know you got a couple things to discuss.
I do.
Or whatever, unbox.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I saw you guys, I think I was trying to get the Lisa Leslie Dunks.
Okay. Right.
Now, I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but I think I posted the L that I took immediately, even though I was on there at 7 a.m. sharp. What I was saying last week was a couple weeks ago was keep that same energy. Mm-hmm. Right? Women's basketball was a big joke. It was ha ha ha.
Yes.
We'll take $1 over going to watch the game.
Yes.
Can you tell me why the shoe's selling out within 1/10 of a second, please?
Well, because it's a dunk. You know this, though.
But here's the issue.
They don't.
So
care
now
that
you're gonna
it's
ref.
They don't care that it's Lisa Leslie, though.
But that's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've touched on this before. If you're really not messing with the shoe, don't go after it and ruin it for others. We don't sit here and go after dunk, do we?
No,
because it's only a certain colorway that we like. I'll say I'll go after it, and I'll be, forthcoming with that. Mm-hmm. But any shoe that we don't want, we don't go after. So if you joked and made little jokes and side comments about women's basketball and then went ahead and got that shoe, just take a look in the mirror tonight. And, because some people that were actually fans that wanted it missed out.
Yeah.
So the good news is, though, the resale isn't too crazy. Mm-hmm. Once you get up in size, obviously, I know Mom...
Yeah, once you start getting into men's sizes, basically.
Yep. Mom had got a pair. It's tight. Again, Nike is always running small, but I think they're getting worse when it comes to sizing.
Really?
Yeah, because even now, I think I got a 10.5 shoe, and I got 2 pairs of those Nike Lahars.
Really?
Yeah, because remember I had to buy another one because I was like, I'm not even going to be able to take the sole out and rock these because my toes was scrunched up. So
you ever thought of selling what you got, the other?
I might, but right now I'm sitting on 2. And then there was another Nike that I had that I just put my foot in recently because, I just unboxed it. It was like, woo, tight. I was like, so now I got to try to figure out what to do with that. So I just been pissed off. But I think the Nike sizing is getting worse, not to get into a Nike bashing session. But always size up and honestly go a full size up. Now, no half size now.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Has it been accurate for you?
I haven't bought a Nike in a long time, actually.
That's true. You've been on that Yeez.
No, I haven't even been on it.
No, I know,
really,
but
but that's
general,
the most recent shoes that I've been purchasing.
Yeah.
Yes. So I always still see it as like I'm like in a 13 range for Nikes.
Yeah, I'm going 11 and a half now.
Dang.
And I could probably get in a 12 and be like, put a sock, you know what I'm saying? Like a thick sock and be cool. Like it's not going to slip out. So yeah, it's getting crazy, but that's the Nike sizing for you right now.
Yeah, shout out to the Hubbards.
Yeah, but anyways, just stay true to who you are. It's so disappointing that I wasn't able to get that shoe, which, judging by the comments, nobody was even jazzed about it. But I guess when you put a dunk,
sold out. Yeah.
And that's a hard colorway. In the box came with a couple different laces, the green laces that match the palm trees on there and everything. Like, it's a dope shoe. I'm definitely going to get it for the resale. That'll be one I have to get. It's just one of those ones, that if you grew up even playing, girls basketball, you got to have it. So
This is true.
I'm going to get that. Luckily, it's not too crazy on the resale, but it's just frustrating. Keep that same energy. That's what I want to start this podcast off with.
Okay.
Keep the same energy. But Blair, without further ado, let's get into this unboxing.
Okay, so this I can't remember if I'm pretty sure I haven't brought it on here, but I've talked about it. This isn't even necessarily a sneaker that I intend to wear. This sneaker is strictly gonna be for resale purposes.
Okay.
So this is
but there's a buyer and seller now. Y'all gotta.
Yeah, this is a moment to let people know, really, that this sneaker is available. I got rid of my Yeezy Belugas. Actually, I sold them a couple days ago. Well, more than a couple days ago. They got sent to GOAT on Friday of last week. And then I sold like 3 other sneakers too as well. And then I do have this one available on GOAT, but you know, if you choose to DM us at Slate Laced or hub_vintage HUBB_vintage, we can go ahead and make some things happen.
Sure, we can go off the market. We can go.
Yes. Don't
do a back alley deal.
Let the taxes get involved.
Yeah.
We don't have to let the government know what we're doing and things like that.
And
it'll save you money. It'll save me money. We both save money, so we both win here. But yeah, I've just been doing a lot of moving product and trying to sell and really make some money. We got things to get that are more important than this. So yeah, but so I'm judging by the box. You're already aware it is Yeezy. City is already.
We're gonna get into some Yeezy news next, so this is actually a good transition. And I know what you're about to pull out, so just go ahead and pull it out.
City already just shaking her head with sheer disappointment. But
we did see we were talking about this in the group chat. Oh, they're a lot heavier than I thought.
Well, yeah, but you also got to take these things.
Yeah,
out.
that's true, but it's definitely a lot more texture than I thought. Oh, just got your size out there.
It has your size.
Hey, it's gonna let you know. Hey, Bigfoot right here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
If you're a Ronald McDonald,
yeah,
you might can rock one of
it's
these.
gonna be a little embarrassing, but it's all good. It's Bigfoot gay.
So I personally.
So you don't like them or what?
Nah. So me personally, I don't think this is a terrible shoe, right? I like the material here.
All knit upper.
All knit. I like the bottom. I like what he's trying to do. I see that he's trying to go with like a no lace feel, and it's very simplistic but still stylized in a way. I like that. For me, could I see myself wearing this? Yes. Could I see myself wearing this consistently? Yes. But in my mind, Birkenstocks are still a little bit above. Don't do that. Or a bit above this, right? And the price point is much lower.
How much were these?
Right now these are going for like $500. So
yeah, don't get these, y'all. It's not worth it. But buy these from us. But don't go get them, dog.
How you know?
Don't go get these, man, for no $500. But keep going.
You didn't even try them on. You don't know. Don't say that to the people.
Look, I ain't paying $500 for comfort.
So that's my thing. Obviously there's profit.
I like the little color scheme though.
Like honestly, even if you want to like trade hands, I feel like if you sit on these for a while and he doesn't come back out with them. Now Yeezy does have a thing where he is trying to make sure that people can always obtain his shoes, but a lot of times when he has like OGs, like the first colorway of these, it ends up being a really long time before you get to touch them again. And then with the whole relationship right now with Yeezy, I'm guessing it's something you might want to touch on later.
Getting into it.
Is it's so touch and go that if you got a Yeezy, like low key, you should hang on to it, because if their deal does go sour, that means it's not coming out again.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's like if you got Yeezy Nikes right now, right? And if you had it years prior, you're just
them
sitting
things
on
is like you're sitting on what, 3 to 4 racks?
Yeah.
Something crazy. You sitting on rent.
So you just gotta look at some of that like that. I actually have a Yeezy the military boot season 4 on StockX right now. If you actually go and look at it, the season 4 boot, that $4,000 price point is my shoe. and there's someone that's actually wanting more. So I think I'm the one that has it for 4,270, and then the dude under me has his for 4,500 and something. So
out of the 4 racks, you know, you looking a little bit better.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
Looking a little bit better.
So
out of $4,000.
So everyone that's got their eye on it right now, right? Like, just know I'm that guy. Like, there's literally only 2 available right now on StockX, and there's none available on GOAT.
You guys heard it here first.
So if you're looking for the Yeezy military boot from season 4 in a 13, and
can
you
someone
need
DM
that,
you about this?
someone could DM me.
Okay, so
and we can go
at
ahead
Slate
and make that
Laced
happen.
and or at hub_vintage. Y'all better know.
Yes. So because I'll tell you right now, I'm not selling. I will sell it to you less than 4,000 if you DM me for sure.
Because we gonna not have to deal with the GOAT fees.
None of the GOAT fees, none of the shipping fees, none of the processing fees, none of that stuff.
The fees is out of control.
Is out of control. But just know I
put in a bid. The bid at 170. The bill came up to 215. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
How it jumped $40,000 from what I put in. I was like, the bid's got to be lower now just to get the sale price.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just keep that in mind. This is another one of those that, you know, like I said, you could get at me if you want. You know, and if it stays relatively quiet, I'll hang on to this for like a long time.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Just might, you know, I got room.
They not as ugly. Seeing them in person are not as ugly as I thought.
The more you look at it, right, it's not.
I think what's helping is what I always say is the colorways make the shoe. The color is really helping right now because it's not like I like that yellowish.
Yeah,
and I like the different tones of yellow on the bottom and then that beige on the top. Yeah, so I do like that, and I think it's helping me. But I don't like the size being advertised, and I just don't like the fact that it's just like a knit ball. Like,
that really is all it is, and it just feels like it's something
knit on some rubber.
Like it's something like low key that I feel like Big Bird would rock. You know,
this is what his uniform is. That is his uniform shoe.
You know, can
Big Bird ones?
A picture of Big Bird right now. You know,
Big Bird ones, dog.
Yeah, so. I got stuff available, man, and I've made so many sales now. I'm at 98 on GOAT. Yeah. So
you got that he top rated seller, you know.
Yeah. So
they gonna start promoting you.
Next sale I'll be at 100 for sure.
Yeah.
All authentics, man. I don't sell fakes. And I don't cheat anybody, you know.
No, we're not here to do that, even though y'all be playing us. But that's another story for another day.
We don't do that over here.
Yeah. So if you guys want them, he'll list them soon. Anyways, check out.
No, they already listed on GOAT right now.
They're listed now, along with a couple other pairs.
Yes, but I'm just saying, DM me for sure. If you want to pay less.
Feel free to come off the books. We'll keep it off the record and DM. You know,
hush.
follow the Slate Laced page or follow him individually, and you know, put together a little deal, dealiana. But. Segueing here, perfect segue on the subject of Yeezy. Blair already touched on it a little bit. Mr. Man, Kanye West, is very heated with Adidas. He's mad about the deal. They're not holding up their end of the bargain. According to him, who knows what Adidas is doing. But his major gripes are that he doesn't have a Yeezy freestanding store yet. Like, he wants an independent store, which is weird because I would feel like that is coming. Like, we got Prada, we got... Like, he's up there with Prada, Gucci. Why does he not have a freestanding store? So hold on.
I never really thought about it. Yeah.
Hold on to that. And then they're making other Adidas products that are not Yeezy but look like Yeezy. So the slides that are coming out, Adidas slides, look way too similar to Yeezy. I fell for it because I'm like, oh, here you go to another Yeezy. And it's just an Adidas slide. So they are definitely like kind of not ripping off, but they're making the designs that are selling, and Adidas is like, well, let's just run with this pattern. Yeah,
we're gonna make a cheaper product.
Exactly. So I definitely see that, but those are his major 2 gripes. So I don't know if he's gonna renew with Adidas. I mean, same thing with Kyrie right now. He sells the most shoes in basketball, point blank period. Kyrie, but his Nike contract's coming to an end too. So
yeah.
I think he's going to re-up just because how many shoes Kyrie moves is ridiculous. Like, he is the number 1 shoe seller. He's played, how many games last season? People still go out and flock. You know what I'm saying? So
Lakers, baby. Come on.
It's ridiculous how much Kyrie moves his shoes. But that's another subject we'll touch on a little bit later if we have time. But, Blair, what do you think about this whole debacle with Kanye West Do you think he should have a freestanding store? Is Adidas like kind of ripping off his designs? I know I've been fooled. I've been looking at slides like, oh, this is easy, and it's just a regular Adidas slide.
Yeah. So personally, how I feel about this whole situation is, I think Kanye should leave. I believe that Kanye is at this point where he has done so much to where Yeezy is Yeezy. It's not even Adidas at this point.
We don't even recognize it. We don't even. So if it wasn't right here, made by Adidas, we wouldn't put it there. Like we think Adidas is an afterthought. Like, but go ahead.
So at this point, if he really wants to retain all of the money, which he can do at this point for sure, is just like dip and just be Yeezy. Period. No Nike, no Puma, no none of that. Right? And just get somebody to help invest with you and like get some like factories and things going, and you'll never miss a beat because
he has the money and the means.
Because people will immediately like continue to buy all the Yeezy product when it comes out, and it won't have nothing to do with Adidas. And then Adidas, you know, they don't want to cut off their nose to spite their face, but they're going to be at that point too where it's like, look, you're going to have to make a bigger deal because, you know, you guys would be delusional to think that in 2022 you guys would be as big as you are without Kanye West.
Because I'm gonna get into some points about that in a second. But like, imagine there's a Yeezy store in the mall. Like,
well, yeah,
that's ridiculous.
That's what I was saying. I was so mind blown that like was even something. Because man, Kanye, like I know no one says this, but he is a genius in the way he. Well,
you and your boy David.
Yeah, but I mean, he is. Like, I mean, think about this.
But y'all just two peas in a pod with
the man wanted a freestanding store, and it's like he really.
Why is there pushback?
That's
it makes
what I'm
zero
saying.
sense.
Like,
do you know little like pop up things I see at the Northridge Mall all the time? I'm like,
there's Champs, there's Finish Line,
and then it's even like the little like knockoff Chinatown Market store. Like that could be a Yeezy right there.
That's what I'm saying, and you know that Yeezy product would be getting moved every single day. Yeah. In that store. In the beginning of just having the Yeezy freestanding store, they'll sell out probably about 3 weeks in a row.
Yep.
They'll have like pre-sold stuff before it even shows up.
Yep.
And I think the only reason that probably Adidas hasn't done this is because of how difficult it is to mass produce Yeezys, right? And like the quality and technology that does go into it. But if they can figure out a way to do that, you got to get a freestanding store.
Trust me, they can.
You know, you have to do it. Yeah. And Adidas, like I said, they're getting ready to take a massive step back if they let this man walk for peanuts, you know?
And then if they are ripping off his design, is he not getting a cut?
Well, I guess apparently he's not. And he's not approving things. So, like, you know how
it's got to go through his head.
So, you know how he has, like, the Yeezy Day in August or whatever for whatever his... Because I think his birthday's like mine.
It might be.
So...
it's always something in August, so I'm assuming he's close.
But, yeah, he's, like, there with Kobe, I think. So, the point being is, like, he didn't sign off on this day. And I know he did always want people to touch his shoes and be able to have his shoes, but I guess he didn't like the idea of like being able to just kind of like give off each one of his like most coveted, I guess, shoes at the moment, you know, that people are kind of trying to get and allowing them to buy it on that day. Because he's saying he definitely didn't approve it. You've seen he went on that long, like, enraged
he just be ranting like just a regular individual.
Yeah, he does. Well, yeah, I mean, the only difference is that what he does is what we all know about. But other than that, he's just a regular human being.
Yeah, but as far as, like, people, like, your PR team will jump in and snatch your phone, like, celebrity,
for sure,
you know?
For sure.
But he don't care. He ain't got one.
Yeah, he's not worried about no PR.
No.
He's like, what are you going to do, cancel me? You can't cancel me.
Exactly.
The people that are canceling me wear my shoes, so... Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Amber Alert. Anyways, but on that note, Adidas is not doing that well outside of...
No. Yeah, of course not.
Outside of Yeezy. Because look,
what is good?
I've been promoting the Harden Volume 1 for how long? But Harden is the worst shoe seller. So, you know, I just said the best is Russell. Mm-hmm. Harden is like the worst. He can't move shoes. And I just like read all this and listened to, shout out to Point Forward, Andre Iguodala's podcast. They touch on a lot of the business side of the game. So James Harden can't move shoes, period. So I'm just saying, y'all don't cut your nose to spite your face like you said, because you might need him. Mm-hmm. Don't start releasing people because your other athletes aren't doing too well.
So
I know they got Candace Parker, but again, like, she's not getting a signature shoe. Harden can't move signature shoes. They pulled Embiid's signature shoe. I think Embiid is going to leave and go with, like, Under Armour or something. But they pulled Embiid was about to get a shoe, pulled it off the shelves. Jordan is coming in crazy. I don't know how Jordan's signing all these young guys because those shoes are heinous.
Yeah.
Outside of the retros, like those hoop shoes, except for the one I showed you, the Zion. Shout out to the Zion.
But that's an example right there of how Jordan used to be Nike, but now Jordan is just Jordan.
Exactly. So why don't they have that with Yeezy? They have it, so to speak, but not like you can walk in and just see all Yeezy products like you can with Jordan. Like, Jordan got a wing at Nike. If Steph Curry got a wing at Under Armour, and Steph Curry is probably the most popular, influential player right now, but really? I'm just saying, yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying he's knocking off LeBron, yeah. As far as popularity, I don't know about money, top 5. Well, to me, he's number 1, but that's another argument. But I'm just saying, if he can get his own wing, Nike gave LeBron his own wing. Why ain't Kanye getting a wing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it makes
give Kanye.
You give him
all of Adidas.
Exactly. So it's kind of crazy what they're doing. They're not doing well as far as like sponsoring these athletes, anyways. Yeah, they got Trae Young, but again, Trae Young just wears the team shoe. He doesn't have. He has signature colorways, but it's not that.
Recover if they lose him.
Yep. And Trae Young, honestly, like, not that marketable. Like, he's great, and but he's not that marketable like a Kanye West or Yeezy. So y'all might want to stick, sign that contract and re-up with Kanye and get this freestanding store.
They do, but he probably won't. You know what I mean? So that's the difficult part. But so tell me then. But
also real quick, just shout out to the Harden because the new ones look fire. Whatever volume he's on, I think he's on like volume 4. They do look dope. He was at the private runs at UCLA recently, and then his new shoe, he was wearing the new model, and it does look fire. And I'm a fan of those shoes. So Adidas, I'm hanging on by a thread. Y'all know you got me by a thread. And go back to the first episode because I've been saying I hoop in Adidas for the longest. So y'all got me by a thread because I might be switching to Jordan and rocking with these Zions that I showed Blair. Those is fire. So. Come on now. But go ahead.
So what do you? Because I mean, me personally, if it ain't Yeezy, I'm not wearing anything really Adidas, right?
Yeah.
So.
And it's hard because it's not like I'm gonna rock a Stan Smith. Like we don't do that. Like I have the campus, but that's because I was in Portland. We went to the employee store and I got them for like $12. Right. You know what I'm saying? I would have never bought that, but I was like, oh, it's a dope colorway. It's $12. Like, of course I'll take it.
So, tell me, what is Adidas? Best shoe with no Kanye West?
I gotta go. Adidas best shoe. We hate the superstars, but if you ask,
that's
Legend,
probably that's probably next.
That's their most iconic shoe. Shout out to Legend because he be on them ugly. Superstars? I can't stand the shell toe. I can't stand the shell toe. If I see a shell toe, I'm snatching off your foot and throwing it into the ocean, into the mighty Pacific, because that thing is disgusting.
You'd be in there with them
seashells. But my thing would be, I would have to go the Volume 1, the Harden Volume 1. To me, that's still the best basketball shoe out there. But that's not even popular. Hence why James Harden in the boat he in right now.
See, but think about that, right? Because now if I go, what's Nike's best shoe outside of Jordan? You still can run off shoes.
Yep. The Zoom G Cuts right now, that's sold out in a matter of minutes. People are like, dude, this is a basketball shoe. And the resale is like $290 on a performance shoe. That's ridiculous. Nike is changing the game. It's leading in innovation. So exactly, like Blair said, you can start rattling off all kinds of Nikes. The Ambush, whatever, the Air Max. You can just keep outside of Jordan.
Don't got nothing to do with Mike.
Exactly, nothing. But yeah, it's crazy. So, like Blair said, y'all better hold on to him because Adidas is pretty much nothing without Kanye. He put them on the map or back on. I mean, they hit the scene hard with Run DMC and Shell Toes and their little jump shoots, but we're not doing that no more because it's 2022. Yeah. So, well, maybe like wealthy older men are still walking around in the little jumpers, but not us. That's not what we do. But anyway, to kind of turn the tide back to Nike. Like I said, Russell Westbrook's not Russell. Russell with Jordan as well. But Kyrie Irving's contract is up. Do you think he needs to re-sign? I say it's a no-brainer, but Kyrie is just getting goofier by the day. So I can see him trying to do something stupid. But the amount of money he's making off these shoes right now, he would be dumb to not. People just wear them as lifestyle shoes, and they're like, I know he says his low tops are lifestyle shoes technically, but they're shoes that should be worn on the court, and people are just walking around in them. Yeah, it's every little kid's 12 and under favorite shoe.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
every high school girl's favorite shoe. They're all getting Kyrie's.
Yeah.
Kyrie's or Paul George right now, and guess what? Another Nike guy. So I don't know. I would say, he needs to go ahead and re-up. What do you think?
But on this situation, I don't think it's necessarily in his on him, right?
They might not want.
Nike is looking at him as like
games played.
He's too much of a problem, right? All of his like with the incense.
Him and Durant, man. We probably were some of the biggest fans of those two.
Yeah,
and it dwindles by the day, especially with KD. I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, like just today he was arguing why he thought he should be 99 overall on 2K.
It's weird that he wasn't, but like, let it go.
Yeah. So
and then the whole sit out.
You can't get swept and only play 10 games and be 99.
But see, that's why there's always gonna be something that they're gonna throw in your face. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Kyrie said he wanted more money. Why? When did you play?
If you go to the Lakers, we'll give it to you.
But he wanted more. But isn't that like an insult to the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah.
They're like, fool, sit down. You've played 3 games because you wanted to hold out for the vaccine that everyone took. Everyone was fine. And it's like you trying to make a political statement. But I'll never forget.
What?
When Stephen A., I'm telling you, like probably one of my favorite journalists outside of like Colin Cowherd. But he was like, when Russia bombed Ukraine, I was nervous as heck. He said, I didn't know Kyrie was going to play that day. But it's so funny because he tries to make everything so political. So I was dying when he said that. Because, you can see him just taking a stand. I'm standing with Ukraine. Bro, you're not Ukrainian. Like, if you don't suit up and play. But he said, when Russia bombed Ukraine, you know how Stephen A. get. I was nervous. He said, I didn't know if Kyrie was going to play. Wow. But it's true because he be making everything political. Yeah. Dude, we get it. Like, have your stances, but why is it getting in the way of your main job? Mm-hmm. And then want to be mad when they not giving you a bigger contract? Because we don't know. You're tepid. And throw Ben Simmons raggedy behind in there too. We don't know what's going on with him day to day. So, but go ahead. Sorry.
So just to say all of that to say is that with all of that added in, Nike sees him as a problem, right? Mm-hmm. Because Nike just wants people to be a little bit more compliant outside of LeBron, right? LeBron is just so big of a figure, so big of a brand. He's literally on the level of Michael Jordan when it comes to sneakers and just being iconic and really being able to say something, even though Mike didn't really say anything, right? But like to be able to do that they know that they couldn't cut ties with him, right? Because it's just he is Nike essentially at this point. But Kyrie isn't at that level, right? Performance, just what he does for like communities and things like that. They can't like overlook those things, right? So I think that Nike understands that them as a brand really move product and will still continue to really move product with him in the mix or not in the mix. So they can
Nike like we making money.
Like yes, we can cut a loose end. Yes, Kyrie is massive, but we can still get rid of him, and we still really do fine. So that's why I think in this situation, it's more like Kyrie has to hang on. But the other part within all of this is that Nike, they are like no nonsense, right? They really do stand up for change, and they really do stand up for like society and things, where it's like they want people to feel equal and be equal. With all that being said, right, with that democratic approach, Nike had that whole policy where it was like if you were going to work there, you had to be vaccinated, and if you didn't, you were. And
I was ready for some people to get laid off so I could get up in there. I was like, I'm vaxxed.
So I'm guessing, right? Some people who whatever was strongly against it no longer work there. But if Nike is willing to get rid of their employees who won't do it, imagine what they'll do to make a statement for someone that is like a player and is standing against getting vaccinated, whether it's your belief or not. They can cut ties.
Exactly. Best home for Kyrie if he doesn't sign up with Nike. Because he can't do a standalone. He can't do a Kyrie brand. It's looking grim, huh?
I want him to just
Puma's
fix
kind
it.
of low-key innovative. I hate those lamellos, but
I don't
Some
really
of the
think,
Pumas is fire. Pumas
yeah.
on my list to get as like an actual hoop shoe. Like they got some good performance shoes that look nice. Got the young guys like, you know, LaMelo, Oubre, Clarkson, the kind of swaggy guys in the league. So they're doing well, and they're kind of signing with those young cats to kind of help out their image. So maybe Kyrie could go there. He will probably be the oldest in the group, because I think he's like my age, maybe 30 on the dot as well. 31, but yeah, so he might be one of the older guys or vets when it comes to that, but I think that might be a good little home for him though. Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, yeah, if he wants to go there, I mean,
But you say make it work.
yeah, because to me, it's Nike, and then it's everybody else, right? It's like you gotta low key just start getting signed to Yeezy. Yeezy gotta be his brand, his own.
He was supposed to do that,
right?
though.
His own entity, and then Ye is just like, look, Kyrie,
I'm crazy with you.
I'm gonna make a sneaker for you, and you gonna
I'm a
rock
nut
this.
too. Let's do it.
Because if it ain't that or Nike, I really wouldn't want to be signed to any of them, right?
Yeah.
Like to me, to this day, Under Armour trash, right? Like maybe a cleat, but trash as far as like shoes go.
Don't go clean. But no, that's true.
Adidas,
Look,
trash.
I just said Steph Curry is number one in my book all day, every day, but I can't rock with
Them
Curry
shoes.
shoes. I can't do it.
Ferocious.
I can't do it, and I love the guy, but I'm like, I can't.
Man, shout out to Tinker for whatever he did, because man, all these people that are sitting here putting shoes together can't figure it out.
But
it's like the only person in my mind that figured it out really, like consistently since Tinker is Kanye.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I mean, I like some of the other performance basketball shoes. I've said it, but you are correct in something that's like amazing. You might be right in that category. That, you know, it's Tinker and then.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe Puma. Maybe
Jordan's got some. Look, I know y'all hate on the Jordan team shoes. Look. I know y'all hate on the Jordan team, but they have some heat ones. I'm telling you. I sent you the Zions. Those was dope.
And I sent back the emoji. I know.
Those was fire to me. Like I'm copping those, but I'm just saying they have been on the way. But again, that's still under the umbrella of Nike anyway. Mm-hmm. But yeah, teams in general, like the ones Jason Tatum wears all the time, those are heinous. I get it. I understand that, but they have had some that are in the mix.
You should be brought up on charges if you wear them.
Yeah, the Jason Tatum ones. Yeah, them things is disgusting. They right there with the Under Armour slander. But the Hardens, to me, they look good. So again, I can go both ways, but I definitely see where Blair's coming from on that front. But no, what I was going to say, what was I going to go into? I got another Nike shoe I wanted to talk about, but I feel like I had something else to say about the basketball. But anyway, good luck to whatever Kyrie about to do. He's on his own. Oh, what I was going to touch on is these Chinese brands. Yo, like Anta and Li Ning or something like that Dwayne Wade signed with.
Yeah,
the Way of Wade's is fire, low key.
Isn't your boy signed to it too?
Anta's got Klay Thompson, yeah. Anta, Jeremy Lin's on one with Lee. I'm butchering the name. I'm sorry, but no, Jeremy Lin shoe is fire. Like, you laughing, but it's dope. Mm-hmm. Like, it looks better than the Curry's. Okay. It looks better than the Trae Young team shoe.
I believe it.
So, I don't know. Maybe Kyrie needs to look overseas and find a home there. Because, no, the Way of Wade's Dwayne Wade shoe is actually, like, kind of dope. He does, like, a lot of the big bubbles, like the air pennies, which I don't like. But, no, some of those is fire. Like, you laughing, but look them up. I'm telling you. I'll be tapped in. Anyways, while we're on the subject of Nike, let's get into this Nike Tom Sachs general purpose shoe, a.k.a. the Gin Pop shoe. Are you feeling them, Blair? I kind of like them. I know you might not be. Have you seen them? Mm-mm. You've definitely seen it. They just released another colorway. It's these. The Gin Pops. They are dropping, or they dropped already in that gold colorway, which honestly I like better than that original colorway. I think it dropped in the blue first, right? What did it drop in?
No, I'm just shaking my head like, nah.
But was that the first color? Was it blue or was it white and red?
I don't actually remember. It may have been blue.
Anyway, look, the thing is, I like the Gin Pop shoe, okay? I'm not mad. I like the double pull tab like I was telling Blair the other week. However, you need to get focused on what we want here, and that's the Tom Sachs, okay? What's happening? Are we getting them? Are we not? All we seen was she was doing the wear test, and then that was the end of the story. So everything's always going to come back to that moment until we get our answer here on this podcast. This might just be renamed the Waiting on Tom Sachs podcast, but that's essentially what we're waiting on. But in the meantime, I'm not mad at the Gen Pop. Blair, you're not necessarily a fan of them. Why? Is it because it's too basic? Because it essentially is what? Like it just gives me like a Nike Cortez kind of feel. Yeah,
it just looks like a 90s, 70s runner. But I don't like double pull tabs. I don't really like pull tabs at all. So if I don't like one, I definitely don't like two.
I'll put a pull tab.
That bottom sole is a no-go for me as well.
The little cup sole, it's a little plain Jane. It's a little plain Jane. But that's the whole thing behind it. Boring. That's the whole marketing campaign. Simplicity. You remember we talked about it? Yeah.
I forget we like to wear boring sneakers.
Yeah.
The whole short life that we live.
The whole simplicity of it all. Look, Tom Sachs thinks he knows what we all want. But he don't, because we want the Tom Sachs.
He don't, because he ain't giving us what we want.
I don't have too much on the release front, but I did want to talk about one more shoe, and then Blair, I'll let you say if you got some. I'm personally not going after much. I know LeBron might be releasing his best shoe yet, and they're still ugly. The LeBron 20 Low. I know someone out will get it, Dad, but this is probably his best looking shoe. But it's
best looking shoe? Nah.
Compared to what LeBron got, you saw the trash he be wearing?
The South Beaches is clean.
That's a colorway. Yeah, I love the South Beach colorway, but not on that model.
Yeah.
But no, I want to get into these real quick. We got to segue back to Adidas. The Adidas Adifoam Q. Kind of unique. What's in there is like a sock liner. And then on the outside, Salehi Bumbry, or Bembry, who's doing the Crocs right now. He's got the that's his fingerprint on the toe, I guess.
Yeah, but that
what else did he do? He partnered with my brand Black.
See, but here's why I start to then side with Kanye when he says that they rip him, and then you see Nike.
To me, this is a runner, though.
No, but the
foam runner,
the whole
like molded kind of thing,
like thumbprint feel. Yeah, I see it here.
Yep.
So I can't.
But that's Adidas.
That.
So maybe there's some
get with that though.
Yeah, maybe there's some truth in that because it is like basically a knit runner inside of a foam runner, and then they throw on some laces, which I'm surprised. I don't even know how they got the lacing in there, but yeah, that's the innovation team for that. But I mean, I like it. I saw it in this black and orange. The black definitely looks better if I can pull that up. Let's see. Yeah. That one looks a little bit better with that pop of orange.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But shopping September 15th, that's coming up. They're going to sell out. I already know. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Blair, would you get them?
No.
You know they're going to, Blair. You know they're going to sell out. I like them, but not enough to get. And not
sell out to me.
And not enough to put on my foot. We'll see. You got to probably get.
They're going to sell out.
We'll see.
I don't think they're going to sell out.
Blair, you've been... Every time you said something sold out, I haven't been able to get it.
That's not true. That's not... How many times have I said something's going to sell out?
The flight suit. The something. Like everything, Blair. The dunk. The air light.
Then he's going to sell out then.
And now maybe they won't because you said it. But, yeah, I just think people are hype beasts, and this is a hype beast shoe. That's all I got to say. It's not necessarily for me. I don't know if it's necessarily for Blair. I think I like it a little bit more than you do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's complete trash, but I don't want it. But I just think it's the new shoe that I'm going to see, because it's literally what everyone wants all rolled into one. A knit runner, a croc. This whole croc craze is getting ridiculous now. We're giving out multi-million-dollar deals for people to wear some sandals. It's insane. But hit me up, Crocs, because I'm all wrong. Blair, any releases that you're looking forward to?
The Jordan 1 Chicago.
That's coming out.
They're going to bring them back again. What did I say a couple years ago in one of our earlier episodes? I was waiting for it because it was supposed to drop on All-Star Weekend a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do it.
Yep,
so
I remember that.
They're finally going to do it again.
Go back to like 1, 2, or 3 on that.
Yeah, it's
Dang.
one of those early episodes.
How crazy.
So yeah, if you watch that, then you know that I'm not like sitting here making it up. I'm not some new fan.
One thing we do is we be 10 toes down, as the kids are saying now.
So I'll get my hand on that, but man, like That's the only shoe that
I think some Jordan 3s are coming out. Are they the retro though? The red ones?
I don't know. I haven't seen, so
Yeah.
my guess is no. Because if so, that I know about it.
Exactly.
But I mean, I've only outside of like the Burks and stuff. I mean, I've only bought like maybe two shoes all year, which is one of the ones, right? You know, I mean, it's been real quiet. It's
gonna continue to be quiet for me. And the one thing I might get is the Lisa Leslie's, but outside of that, I'm gonna continue to be hush hush because we gotta be saving here. So it's gonna continue to be, you know. You can hear a pin drop over here. You know, ain't nothing coming to the Slate Laced studio. Yeah. So we'll keep you guys posted on more releases, but that's all I had. Blair, anything else before we wrap up here?
No.
Guys, stick with us. Like I said, there's more heat coming to the screen. We obviously gonna have more shoe rants because there's gonna be some more things that are gonna piss us off that we're gonna bring here to the table, and we're gonna talk about it. But for this week's episode, that is it. We are out. It is the Slate Laced gang. We out.